Hello students, welcome to the online classes. Today we will start our chapter 7, that is congruence of triangles. Students, first of all, what is congruency? Whenever there are two figures, or we can say two line segments, or any of the two figures, if they have everything equal, means their corresponding parts are equal, then we can say that they are congruent to each other. First of all, two line segments are congruent if they have the same length. Here AB is, I can say it is, AB is of 5 centimeter and CD is also 5 centimeter. So I can say that AB is congruent to CD, AB is congruent to CD. Okay, if the two line segments are of same length, then they are congruent. Similarly, if two angles can be congruent if the measure of angles are equal. Here ABC is the angle and PQR is the angle, and both are of 60 degree and 60 degree. So here we can say angle ABC is congruent. Students, this is the sign of congruency, equals to sign, and then you have to put a curved line like this. So this will be the sign for congruency. So triangle ABC is congruent to angle ABC is congruent to angle PQR. Why? Because both of the angles are of 60 degree. So two angles are congruent if the measure of angles are equal. Okay. Now one of the example is if triangle ABC is congruent to FED. Here this is ABC. I have written ABC like this. I start from the top and then here and then here. Like this I will write FED. F is at the top, then E and then D here. Okay, these two are the congruent triangles, write all the corresponding congruent parts. So what will be the corresponding congruent parts? Here students, in the triangle here are the three sides, 1, 2 and 3 sides are here, and also three of the angles, 1 angle, 2 angle and 3 angle. It means total 6 parts are here. So we have to tell about these 6 parts, that how they are congruent to each other. So here first of all AB is here. So I can say that AB is equals to FE. Here AB is equals to FE, I can say. So this will be the first one congruent part. AB is equals to FE. Now next one can be this baseline. Here BC is equals to ED, I can write. So second one is BC is equals to ED. Now next one is this third one line, this is AC and this is FD. Okay, so third one we will write AC is equals to FD. These three are the lines which are congruent to each other. Now we will talk about angles. This vertex angle is A, here this vertex angle is F. So we will write for the fourth one that angle A is equals to angle F. Now that side angle is B, so this angle we can write can be congruent or equals to angle E. So here for the fifth we will write that angle B is equals to angle E. Now this side angle means this angle C, okay, this will be equals to this angle D. So sixth one will be angle C equals to angle D. So these are the 6 congruent parts of the congruent triangle, students. As here are 3 sides and 3 angles in the triangle, so we get 6 congruent parts here. Now students, here are some of the criteria, congruency criteria we can say for the triangles to prove that the triangles are congruent. We will not use these 6 always, okay? For proving the congruency, we will not use these 6 always. We can use any 3 of them, and we will get how we will use the 3 parts by the criterias. Okay, so here are the certain properties like SSS property, SAS, ASA and RHS properties. These are the 4 properties which we will discuss in our next class, so that we can prove our given triangles to be congruent to each other, okay, by these 4 criteria. So students, that's all for today. Hope to see in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.